Many people have seen the 60 Minutes piece by now about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Many people have also seen Robert Littal from Black Sports Online and myself on this platform. And many others have seen the piece that I did about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Where, yeah, I'll say it. I went further than 60 Minutes did. Yeah, I'll say it. I did a better job than they did. I'll say it.
Say it.
I'll say it.
Say it.
I thought my research was better than theirs.
Can you imagine, he's the Greek freak.
He is.
And he's always going to be attached to Stormy Daniels when it comes to that 60 minutes.
Yes,
he will.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will. Because anytime they show the repeat, you know who's going to be on there? Him.
Stormy?
Him and Stormy.
Here's what could happen.
Yeah.
If nothing happens with Stormy, and Giannis becomes like the next Michael Jordan.
Ooh, then she comes connected to him.
100%. So here's where we go. During the All-Star break, I remember reading a really what felt like, and still could very well be, an authentic quote from Giannis saying, I don't like LA, too many people, there's always something going on here. I like the small city of Milwaukee. I like being able to walk around and not being hounded for pictures. And he's like, it's a gift that I get to take those pictures and people recognize me and I have an impact. But I also just don't like it. And that's fine. Larry Bird was a very private person as well. There have been athletes in the past that have been private. But here's the change of tune now after the All-Star break. Via Europe Hoops, excuse me. If the time comes, because the NBA is business, even my team, the Bucks, they might say to me, Giannis, we have not won the title after 5 years. You are our leader. So why don't we win? Why don't we win? So why we don't win, excuse me. And they will bring another guy. They might do this move. We have to win a championship with my team for sure. The right move should be made in order for this to happen. Nobody won a championship by himself. You have to get the right players. The front office and the general manager have to do their work too. Everyone has to work. Everyone has to work on his part in order to win a championship. If I do my part and then some others don't, then a change would have to happen. If this change does not happen, then the Bucks can move forward without me, or I can move on without the Bucks. However, my goal is to stay here and win a championship with my team. The last part is important. But again, this happens with a lot of athletes, and we've discussed this off air as well as on. Just because Giannis was drafted by Milwaukee, and he says all the right things while he's there, I'm not saying that it's not truly him. In a way, it's also a positive image and a positive PR push to say that he wants to stay in Milwaukee. He is allowed to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. There's only one life to live. He can go live in another city if he wants to. That is his right.
Well, I think one of the main points is, hey, they can trade me whenever they want to. And see, a lot of these contracts are one-sided. If you don't have a no-trade clause, he's right. They probably wouldn't do that, of course, but they can if they wanted to. They said, hey, we'll give you, we'll give you Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid for Giannis. They can do it. And he couldn't do anything about it. Totally. He has, like Blake Griffin. They did Blake Griffin. They put his thing up in the rafters. They gave him a shirt with Gandhi. They said, you're going to be our guy. You're going to lead the
clip. They gave him a shirt with Gandhi?
Yeah, it was a shirt with Gandhi and Muhammad Ali on it. Yeah. Look it up. Look up Blake Griffin Ali shirt or Gandhi shirt. You'll see it. Yeah, look at it. Pioneers. Look at all the people they got.
The shirt?
They got Obama on it. The Clippers. They gave it to
them. The Clippers made the shirt?
Yeah, when they were pitching them.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, look at that. Got Abraham Lincoln and
JFK
and Einstein and
Obama.
Obama's on there.
Ali.
MLK. And look at Blake up at top. So they did all of this.
Blake looks the least philosophical.
Well, I mean, obviously.
No. Just like look at all of them. They're like looking away from the camera. They're not in like an aggressive like, yeah, let's go. They're all like, yeah, I do this. And then there's Blake just like yelling at everybody.
Well, he's dating a Kardashian Jenner, so.
True.
Whatever the case, the point is that they can get rid of you at any time, no matter what they say or who T-shirt they put you on with Gandhi.
So he's leaving the door open.
Yeah, leave yourself. I always say, I tell this to writers, I tell this to anybody. Always leave yourself an out. Sometimes you got to escape through that back door. And I think what he's wanting, if you lock yourself in and I'm never leaving, and then you leave, people are going to call you out on that.
Like the former Sonics owner.
Right.
Who moved the team to OKC.
Yeah.
Literally went out the back door of the courtroom.
Look, you got to leave yourself. And what he's saying is, listen, in 5 years, if we're still the 8th seed, we're barely making the playoffs, now I'm not a young player anymore. You see these guys now like James Harden and Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant before he won his championship. I think around that 8th or 9th year, they start feeling it. Like, hey, I don't know how much longer I have here. And you don't want to be the guy that is the extremely talented player with no championship. You don't want to be Malone and
You
Stockton.
don't want to be Barkley.
You don't want to be Barkley. You don't want to be Dominique Wilkins.
Because you know what happens?
Yes.
When Michael Jordan is sitting next to Charles Barkley,
Right.
he brings it up. And Barkley cannot say a damn thing.
They bring it up on TNT all the time.
All the time. Shaq and Charles,
yeah,
all the time.
You don't want to be that guy. I honestly believe that's why Kevin Durant left. Like, I'm not going to be that guy. Y'all may call me a cupcake, but call me a champion cupcake. So maybe Giannis has talked to some people, say, hey, man, it's Milwaukee. So Milwaukee hasn't won, since, your guy was there. Abdul-Jabbar, was there.
Lou Alcindor.
Yeah, he was Lou Alcindor when they was
He
winning.
wasn't even Kareem.
He wasn't even Kareem back then. So it's been a long time. Yeah, right. It's been a long time for Milwaukee. And honestly, and look, there's not a knock on Giannis. He's an outstanding player, a lot of potential, but is he going to be like Anthony Davis where he's really good and they're just okay? You got to be better. He's right. You can't just have an Anthony Davis.
I still think Anthony Davis is going to Boston.
I
still think it's going to happen.
You can't have just a Giannis. You got to have others.
Totally.
Others. And what he's saying is
even
like,
Dirk had Jason Kidd and Sean Marion.
You got to have something.
Yeah.
So he's saying, listen, right now it's all good. And this is my goal. But if 2, 3, 4 years down the road, we're still.
He's a free agent, I think, in 2020.
Yeah.
2021. So he has like 3-some years left.
Yeah. And then
which is cool.
Keep your option open.
But he's keeping his options open.
Yeah. Don't commit.
And importantly, fans are going to. The blog boys.
The blog boys.
The fan boys.
Fan boys.
But here's the thing. He can do whatever the hell he wants. It's free agency.
Free. That's the operative word. Free.
Go anywhere. If Atlanta starts building, he'll go to Atlanta.
Go to where he wants to go.
He wants to be a champion.
Look, always.
Here's how, real quick, here's how I'll relate it. Kemba Walker, right? Did this story yesterday. Kemba Walker just became the Charlotte Hornets' all-time leading scorer.
Really?
Right? So he passed Del Curry. Charlotte Hornets is all-time leading scorer. Cool. You know what he wants to do?
What?
And what he went on the record saying? I want to go to the playoffs consistently.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You know what that means if you want to go to the playoffs? The domino effect is, I want to win a championship.
Absolutely.
How long should you remain on the island that they call Kemba Island, where you are the enforcer and everything, except when other people come in and maybe knock you off your island every once in a while? And then you got to swim back to shore. That's exactly what's going on with him. That's what's going on with Giannis. What they need to do and what they want to do is be NBA champions. That's what you play for. In the words of Herm Edwards, hello, you play to win the game. You don't play to be like, I'm going to the playoffs and we're losing.
Look, I'd rather be a cupcake champion than somebody with no rings. Call me whatever you want, but at the end of it, you got to say champion.
Right.
And in the end, what happens is at 20 years, they don't remember, because it's new young people, they don't remember the cupcakes. They don't remember that. Nobody talks about that. Now when people talk about Kobe now, when the last time you heard somebody say, well, Kobe only got those first 3 rings because of Shaq? You don't hear that no more, do you? What you hear? Kobe, 5-time champ. That's all you hear. Kobe, 5-time champ.
And what did he do to the crowd?
5-time champ, right? We talk about LeBron now. How many people really still talk about, oh, he went to Miami to get his championship?
How many people still talk about, oh, he can't compete in the fourth quarter?
Well, yeah. See, as the time goes past, people only remember the rings. That's all they remember is the ring. You talk about Boston, you talk about Kevin Durant, Kevin Garnett. You don't say, oh, man, they all teamed up. They had to get together. And all you remember is, hey, they won. They won one. That's all that matters. You got to win one.
However, my point that I make is, and Doc Rivers got lucky.
He did, but that's the thing.
He got lucky.
Take Ty Lue.
Kevin McHale gifted the Celtics Kevin Garnett. Al Jefferson.
I hope Ty Lue feels better because I know he's going through his medical stuff. He's not a good coach, but LeBron and Kyrie pulled him through. Yeah, everything kind of worked out for him.
And Kevin Love.
And now he can always say, I won a championship as a coach. Even though he's not a good coach, you can probably coach LeBron. It's not that hard. But actually, LeBron coaches himself.
That's true. He does.
So, but he's a champion.
Yes, he is.
That's all that matters.
And that's what Kemba wants, and that's what Giannis wants.
The ring.
And if they, what you don't want to do is not necessarily rot your career away in one destination. I think it's very loyal and cool. All right. I think it's a great story. You could live there forever. You don't have to buy a drink. You'll never have to buy a meal ever again. I think that's cool. But what you want to do is have some hardware.
Absolutely.
And you want to have a ring because that's your legacy.
If you put 7, 8, 9 years into a company, any company, and you leave, nobody has an issue with that for better pastures. If you worked, at Google, all right, for 8 years, and you put in work and you did everything you're supposed to do, and then Apple came along and said, hey, we have a better offer for you, a better opportunity for you to be a star, then you're going to take it. If somebody hit me up on my phone.
Going from a cubicle to an executive
if
office?
someone hit me on my phone right now and say, hey, Rob, we want you to do an HBO show. I love you guys. I'm out. No offense. You know, you guys are good people. And I'll be sure to try to get you good jobs at HBO if you want them. But I'm gone. I'll walk out while we're on set right now. You'd be like, where's Rob going? I'm like, hey, I'm going to HBO. They called.
You'd finish the show, though.
No.
You would.
I'm out.
You'd give me that courtesy.
I'm leaving right now.
And so are we. YouTube.com/TYT.
I finished the show. I'm playing. I'm joking.
You better.
Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.